One here to tell you what happened on the season 1 finale of L.A. Brea. It was a good season 1 finale. 3 cliffhangers. Leave you guessing for season 2. A lot of stuff happened, so bear with me. I'm going to try to explain the best I can. Scott was at camp having the conversation with the cow. That was funny. People at the campsite are deciding, are we going to stay, take our chances 10,000 years in the past? Or are we going to go for that portal before it closes on top of this mountain and get stuck in 1988? But at least we're not here. So there's like a line divided. Riley, Sam are going to take the people that want to go to the portal on top of the mountain, but they're going to stay. Lucas and Mary Beth, they want to go. Scott is torn. The guys that fixed the car, one wants to go, one's going to stay. Veronica and Lily are going to go, take their chances. So they take the journey to go to the mountain. Which Lily, that's the map Rebecca gave Lily was the way to the mountain. That, and she also told Sam and Riley how to get there as well. As they're going, Rebecca tells Scott and makes Scott's mind up for him, his decision. She says, if you stay, come with me to this place, I know where it's at. It's a few miles off. You will get answers to these questions you have going on all season. So he decides to go with her. They come across, and here's the first cliffhanger. They come across a tower. And it's white, like freaking huge. It's got solar panels on top of it. And he knows that there's no way the people that would have been here in 10,000 BC, the tribes of people and all that, the natives and that, would not know how to build something like that. And Rebecca says, that's my tower. So, as they're journeying to go down the hill to the tower, here's the cliffhanger. How did Rebecca build that tower if she was never in the past, 10,000 years ago? Was she? Did she get out? Or, I think, she gave because she also mentioned the other scientists as well. I think she gave the other 10 scientists that ventured down the sinkhole to go there, that she gave them like blueprints to build something like this. And she also lets it slip that she caused the sinkholes to happen, her and the scientists, because they wanted to, her rumors about this place and a way to go back in the past, so they were studying time travel and stuff. And apparently they caused the sinkholes to happen. Anyways, that's the first cliffhanger. Eve decides not to take Kid Gavin to the green portal and decides to try to save Joss and Levi, who's held hostage by Cyrus and his guys. So she gives herself up, but tells the kid, keep going, you know where to go. But, of course, the kid being the kid tries to save her as well, and he almost gets captured. But, luckily, Sam and the others show up in the nick of time. Eve takes out one of the guys with a nice shot in the back of the head of a rock. Sam choked out one of them like he was a friggin' in UFC match. He did not let go. That guy passed out. And then he beat the crap out of the other guy and smacked his back of his head against a rock and stuff and punched him, knocked him right out. Cyrus got away. So they continue the journey to the mountain. Then Joss falls down. He's starting to cease to exist. Because Rebecca warned him, if the kid does get for that portal in time, Lizzie and Joss would never exist. They would never be born. So Joss is starting to cease to exist. He's getting bad pains, stuff like that. Pretty soon he's going to start to fade away. So they continue the journey. They come to the mountain. And they could take a shortcut that's inside the mountain or take the long way well. So they decided, hey, you know what, we're going to take the shortcut. Along the way, Veronica steps into a bear trap. She can't get free, so Lily has to leave her because they were kind of far ahead, like way in the back of the journey of the other survivors. They were trying to catch up with them. So Veronica wants Lily's forgiveness. She is apologized for helping her pretend dad kidnap her. Stuff. She said, if it's your chance to go back to 1988 to prevent this from happening and live with your real parents, do it. Do it for me. So Lily leaves Veronica behind in the wilderness, stuck in a bear trap, so that's not good. And then she goes on ahead. Along the way, either one of Cyrus's men attacks them to try to stop them from getting there, because Cyrus knows something's going on. He knows that if Isaiah / Gavin, as a kid, goes to that portal, something's going to happen. He wants to prevent that. So this guy stabs Mary Beth in the side, and goes to kill Lucas, but Mary Beth shoots him in the back. She's bleeding very bad, because that's a big gash. If you've seen the show, you know what I mean by that wound. Sam patches her up the best he can. He says, okay, we got to take you back to camp. You're not going to survive. She says, no, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to take my chance to go back to 1988 for the portal with Lucas. So Lucas carries her as best he can. She dies, folks. Mary Beth, the cop, she dies. They leave her. She's left by a tree. Lucas promises her before she dies that when he goes for the portal to 1988, he will be a better man. He won't wind up becoming a drug dealer with his father and stuff like that. So she says, okay, I know you'll be a better man. Promise me. He promised her, and then she dies by the tree, so they leave her there. I'm starting to like her character, which is a shame now that she did. So they get to the mountain. They decide to take the shortcut. There's a ladder to climb up it. Eve, Joss, and the kid climb up the ladder, and it breaks. So they're up there where the green light is, the portal. So the other group have to take this long way around and get there. Again, Cyrus tries to stop this from happening her third time. And Ty shows up in the nick of time and holds him at gunpoint. So then the kid finally goes for the portal. Lily goes for the portal. Then the portal closes. There wasn't enough time to get everybody through because they took too long to get there. So Lucas was left behind, Levi, Sam, and Riley, even though we knew they weren't going. Eve was going to go through it, but she's stuck there now. But here's your second cliffhanger. When the portal closed after Lily went through it, Joss and Riley were standing beside her. They got sucked in. So they went to 1988 as well. So that was the second cliffhanger. Now on to the final part of the show. Up above, the modern day Los Angeles. Present time. Gavin, Izzy, Nathan, and Allie go to Agent Marcus, the bad government agent there, and convince him that there's going to be a sinkhole that opens in Seattle at a certain time and to evacuate Seattle. He says, how do you know this? And they give him the map that Ellie had as Lily, because she's Lily when she was younger, that Rebecca gave her. So they go to Seattle, they evacuate the town, the city there, where the area where the sinkhole is. All of a sudden, Izzy falls over, she's in pain, she's starting to cease to exist because during this time, Gavin as a kid wasn't through the portal yet. Gavin has a vision that he sees Joss in pain, so he knows something's wrong, it's connected. Then suddenly, the map starts to fade. And Allie realizes, well, geez, Lily, me, when I was younger, I haven't made it for the portal yet as well. And that's because Lily has the map, see? So Allie is starting to freak out as well. Now suddenly, the sinkhole stops and changes location because of down below. They're taking forever to get in the portal, right? So stuff's changing. So they find out that it's going to open up at a campground. So they get to the campground. The sinkhole opens up, but it's like a medium-sized one, not a big, huge one like Los Angeles. They got everybody away in the nick of time. And then they say, well, now what? And Gavin looks at Nathan, Izzy, and Agent Marcus, and Allie, and says, I don't know for you guys, but I'm going to go save my family. He jumps into the sinkhole, but not before Izzy goes in with him. And Nathan, the agent, goes. So Marcus and Allie's left above. They don't know what to expect because these guys just decided to jump in the sinkhole because this is the last chance to save them. And they wake up, and they're at a beach. This is the final cliffhanger. This is a funny one. Izzy gets up and sees a freaking mammoth walking beside him. She says, Dad, Are we now 10,000 years in the past now? And Gavin looks at it like, really? Like, you see the big freaking giant mammoth, right? I'm pretty sure we made it through the portal. That was funny. Just the way she said it and his reaction. But, so they're in the portal. But I don't think they're going to be where Eve and Riley on them is. I think they're going to be on the other half of the place, the clearing. Maybe they're going to meet up with new people, new characters of the show and that. There you have it, folks. Definitely check out this season finale if you haven't yet. If you're a fan of the show like I am, what did you think of the season finale? Are you upset that Mary Beth, the cop, didn't make it and she died? What's going to happen to Veronica? She's left behind by herself, stuck in a bear trap, and there's freaking saber-toothed tigers all that around. So that's not good. She's basically a big freaking prime meal ready to be eaten, if you think about it. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.